Welcome. So today's class, we're going to focus on the hips and the low back. If you have a bolster, grab your bolster. If not, then you could use probably like 2 or 3 blankets, like this kind of thick, I mean, it really depends on the thickness, but like kind of a dense blanket. So 2 or 3 of those, and then you'll need 1 ball, and you'd like to have a block. If you don't have a block, no big deal. You can use any ball. This is a yoga tune-up ball. You can use a tennis ball. You could use a lacrosse ball, a racket ball. So any ball is just fine. And they even have like the same company, and that would work for your bum. Okay, and then I wanted to share get into the belly, but if you were ever interested in getting into the belly, you would need something that's called ball, like core and gorgeous. I think it's actually somebody's last name. So today hips and low back, but if you were to ever want to get into your belly, you would need like a really soft ball, and I just wanted to share that with you, and maybe I'll do like a short little video separate showing that, but I don't feel like a lot of people have it. We're not going to do that today, but I just wanted to share. So we will get started. So sitting, however you like to sit, and since this is more of a gentle class, you're welcome to lay on your back for this as well. So we're going to start with some breath. So sitting nice and tall or laying on your back, you can just have your knees bent, feet on the floor. Just take the first couple breaths to settle the body. Deep breath in. And long breath out, right down towards the earth. Whatever's touching the earth, feel that connection. And bring your awareness to your low belly, and you can even bring your hands to your low belly. As you breathe in, so try to keep your belly soft as you breathe. And as you breathe in, feel your belly push into the hands as you inhale. And as you exhale, your hands sort of like giving yourself a gentle hug as the belly draws in. So soft belly breath. And just keeping our attention on the low belly. We often hold the breath and hold the belly in. So this little exercise can be really helpful for your low back. If you have low back pain, often it could just be fixed with focus on the breath and softening your belly. So you want to imagine that your belly is massaging your back as you breathe. And you do want to have a little bit of movement in the pelvis. So if you're really tight in your back or your pelvis, there might not be a lot of movement there. Your pelvis might be locked. But eventually over time, you want to have a little more slide and glide in the pelvis. So as you inhale, notice if there's a little bit of a tilting of the pelvis, sort of a rocking forward. And as you exhale, still subtle, more back into neutral. And don't try to exaggerate this. Just see how it works naturally with the breath. Relax the muscles around your eyes and lips. Relax your jaw and your tongue. Relax your eyebrows and face. Just taking these first few moments to allow the body and mind to settle, arriving here in this moment, letting go of any busyness in your mind, any thoughts of the future or thoughts of the past, and work really hard to being right here in the present, watching your breath and feeling sensation in the body. And the breath is such a great tool to anchor us into the present moment. So when you do find yourself kind of in your head, scattered, so simple, just breathe. Maybe touch your belly, touch your body, and just pause and feel. And the next time you inhale, bring your hands together in front of your heart. And take this time to set an intention for your practice, to make an offering or a prayer. I'm going to offer a loving kindness meditation words. May you be happy and peaceful. May you be healthy and strong. May you be safe and protected. May you be loved. May you live with ease. Inhale, stretch the arms up to the sky. We'll Om together. Bring your hands to your heart as you Om. And bow your head to your heart. And release your hands. Open your eyes. All right, we'll start on hands and knees with a little movement. So you can come hands and knees. Put a blanket under your knees if you need a little bit of padding. And just start with some cat and cow or some big hip circles. Spread the fingers nice and wide. And just start to move with the breath, sort of more intuitive. So whatever your body needs right now in this moment. Maybe it's a big fade or a zigzag. Maybe it's a little more forward and back. And then we'll do our kneeling sun salutation. So we'll take a few rounds and I'll talk you through it. So just I like to tuck the toes, but really you could have your feet flat too. This just helps me more with balance. Inhale, stretch the arms up to the sky. Take a deep breath in. Grab one wrist and pull it to the side, little side bend. Exhale. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, other side. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, bow in, cat. Inhale, bring your hips back towards your heels, child's pose. Or this is your exhale. And then right back up to kneeling. Inhale, stretch the arms up. Twist, one arm down, both arms down, one arm behind, one arm in front. Inhale, float the arms back to center. Exhale, twist the other way. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, bow in, cat. Inhale, open your heart, cow. heels, child's pose. One more. Inhale, lift the hips, lift the arms. This time, hands at your low back. Interlace the fingers as you exhale. Open the heart on your in-breath. Little shoulder stretch, chest opener. Exhale, release. Arms go up on your in-breath. Bow on your exhale, cat. Open your heart, inhale, cow. Child's pose, exhale, and you can stay there for an extra breath. And a soft belly as you breathe. Relax your face, let your heart soften towards the earth. Good, and come back. Come onto our backs here. So I'm going to move the blanket out of the way. If you like lying on your back, you can have that. That's fine. So come onto your back. Spread the toes. Your feet are nice and connected to the earth. Just take this first breath to kind of land on your back. Feel your body touching the earth. You want to have the natural curves in the low back. Bring your hands to your belly again and just take a few breaths here in that belly breath, that soft belly breathing. So as you inhale, let your belly kind of push into the hands. You can even have a little bit of pressure towards your belly to have your belly push up into. So big breath in. Big long breath out. And some people like to have weight here, so you could even have like a sandbag or like a little bit of blanket with a little hand weight, and that can be a really nice tool to practice this soft belly breathing. But just a little pressure with your hands works too. And so now we're going to exaggerate the pelvic tilt. You can let your hands go. Inhale, arch your back, so you're just trying to lift as much as your lumbar off the ground. And then exhale, start to don't lift your hips. Feel the belly muscles move down towards the earth, so the strong belly is kind of pushing your back down. And then arch the back. And this is a little bit of core work. What I don't want you to do is bulge your belly out. So you want to really think about the muscles of the belly are moving down as you exhale. Inhale, feel the belly expand and the pelvis tilt. Exhale, the muscles move down towards the earth. Let's do one more. Inhale. And then exhale. Belly muscles move down. Play with lifting the right heel, using the strength of that deep belly. It's really easy to just lift the leg, so it's so subtle. We're really trying to get deep in that nice deep belly muscle to lift the heel or even the toe. And then exhale, release. So big inhale, let your belly kind of expand. Your exhale, your core gets strong, a little hover, left heel, other heel. Notice how the hip flexor and the muscles of the leg keep going. Want to get involved and just work really hard to keep bringing your attention to that deep belly muscle. And sometimes it's helpful to make the SH sound. You can try that. And that kind of activates that deeper muscle. So one more little add-on. When you lift your heel, keep the belly muscles moving down. Start to slide the foot long, so the leg goes long. And think about you're stretching your psoas. Your psoas is connected to your back and it's attached to your leg. So it's this deep, deep muscle, and it's really hard to feel. And then you drag the heel back and take a breath in center. Exhale, belly muscles move down. Slide the leg forward. If you have socks on a slippery floor, that would work nice for this, but I don't. Let's do one more each side. So take your break on your inhale, let your belly expand. Exhale, belly muscles move down. Think about stretching from your back, the low back, kind of the middle back, through the belly, through the leg. It's really subtle, but it can be very deep work. And then pull it back in. And then do your last side. Take a big inhale through center. Exhale, belly muscles down. So I actually have a natural curve in my low back bit here. I'm not trying to shove the low back down, just to pull the muscles down towards the back. And then take your feet a little bit wide, just windshield wiper the knees side to side. That's like some core strength, which is really great for your low back. And then get your ball. So you're going to take any ball, slide it under your bum cheek. We'll start on the right side and we'll kind of do our whole right bum, and we'll get into the low back on the right, and we'll probably even get into the upper back a little bit too. So start bum cheek on the ball and kind of go laterally, so out to the side and back to center, out to the side and back to center. So you don't want to get like on the sit bone, but you really want to get all the muscles. There's lots of big muscles and there's some little muscles in your bum too. So just start kind of side to side, and you just play with it. Find the juicy spots in your body. If it's like really intense and maybe a little bit too much to be on the floor, you can absolutely do this standing at the wall. So you just put the same work. Your feet would be on the ground and you're rolling with the ball on the wall side to side. All of this, what we're doing today, you can do at the wall, and that would make it a little less intense. So then just start to kind of do a little more explore, maybe more big circles, maybe you roll a little bit onto the side. That's where I really like, kind of hip spot. Really long exhales, especially when you do find those a little more tender spots. And then slow it down, so you kind of find a spot, you pause, add a little more pressure, a big breath. Then you'll pin, that's called pinning, when you kind of pin it down. And if you want to play with lifting the leg, so you're pinning in your spot, any spot, and just start to move the leg around. Maybe you pull the knee in, kind of do this circle. That gets really intense for me. You can do these circles with the knee. You can also take the ankle on the thigh, kind of hold it there. Maybe you roll around there. Or pin and slide the heel out like we did a second ago. Pull it back in. Don't forget to get on this side bum cheek. So you kind of just let the knee widen is how I like to do it, but you can also roll onto your side a little bit. That's a super juicy spot for me. I really enjoy that. There's really no right or wrong. You just want to be gentle. Like if it feels way too much, definitely back off. And you're kind of in charge of how much pressure. So let's get a little bit higher. You're going to start to come kind of the rim of your pelvis and your low back. So it's fine to go on the bone, but you're trying to go like a little bit above the bone, and you'll go from the center, like the center of your pelvis, out to the side. Again, a great one to do at the wall. If it's too much here, I just don't, these aren't real walls, just curtains. And start to kind of work your way up a little bit. If you're going up the spine, I really like to kind of stay on the center, like close to the spine, right next to the spine is a good spot. But feel free to kind of experiment and go ahead and kind of work your way all the way up to the shoulder. I feel like it's, I really need a shoulder today, so we're gonna just add that in. And it's a little bit of a teaser for next week. Next week we'll do chest and upper back shoulders. But go ahead and kind of get a little feel for what that's like. And if you're feeling good, kind of staying on the low back, that's fine. Eventually, getting all the way into the shoulders, staying on the right side. And just check in if you're holding your breath. It is normal to kind of get warm. I get really warm from this ball work. And this is a really great, all this ball massage and self-massage is so great for, every day. Yesterday I weed whacked. I think that's why I need it more in my shoulder today. So take like maybe 30 more seconds, kind of wrap up the right side. So what we're doing, our body is connected with fascia, connective tissue. It's holding our muscles together. It's in our muscles and it's even in our bones. And what we want to do with self-massage and with yoga and movement is lubricate our muscles and the fascia, and that's what keeps our bones and our body and our muscles healthy and our joints healthy. If we don't ever move our body, then they get stuck and locked and glued. So this is sort of like you're getting into this sticky, knotted, hard spots and just trying to smooth them out, like smooth out the glue. So when you're ready, you can right and left sides of the body. I definitely feel a little bit longer on my right side and a little bit more like melty into the floor, I guess. And then we'll get into the second side. I'm just going to turn around. But start on this, so now you're on your left butt. Start with the side to side, the lateral, kind of the meaty part of your bum. And just again, watch out for the sit bones. You don't need to ball roll like the attachment, the ligaments that attach the muscles to the bone. Just try to stay more in the muscles. And then kind of get a little more circle-y. Again, if you're at a wall, you'll just be like bending your legs and kind of rolling up and down. Watch out for jaw clenching. I kind of tend to do that, so relax your face. Big, long breaths. Also, really good to drink lots of water when you do this sort of thing. So pin, you find your spot, you hold, breathe. Maybe you move it a little bit, breathe again. Don't forget about the outer hip side. And then you pin and play with moving the legs. So just experiment, pull the knee in. For me, taking out to the side, I really like it, but it's super intense. Maybe you play with the legs straight, no right or wrong, you just experiment. Or if you like the stretching the heel, the leg long. Relax the shoulders. Good. Soft belly breathing. And then you do eventually start to get up a little bit higher, so into, kind of start around the rim of the pelvis, like at your low back. I try to kind of go up and over the bone. Eventually, just slowly kind of working your way up, staying on the muscles of the back. So for me, kind of like right next to the spine is good, but you can also kind of, you know, play a little wider. And the muscles, there are muscles in between the ribs. Working your way up towards the shoulder and the upper back. Next week I'll give you a little more ideas for the upper back, but just explore for now. Keep going. I just saw a comment, Happy Mother's Day. Yes, thank you. Happy Mother's Day to you. So take maybe 30 more seconds to kind of wrap up the left side of the body with your ball rolling. When you feel like you've had enough, get the ball out of the way. You can stay on your back, just take a second to feel the effects from ball rolling, or if you want to sit and feel, just take a second to do that. Nice big breath in, long breath out. Okay, so again, I wanted to just show you this. I don't think you guys, everyone was on, but this is a ball you would use on your belly, and we're not doing it today, but I wanted to share. It's called a gorgeous ball, and it's really soft and squishy. So you can ball roll on your belly. This is the ball you would need, and I think I'll share maybe a short separate video where if you were interested in that. But I just wanted you guys to know. So we're going to get into our restorative pose. It's going to be a twist. And if you have a bolster, please use that. So a couple options. If you don't have a bolster, get your 3 blankets. So you'll basically stack them like the same shape of a bolster. So I would fold it. You want it pretty nice and flat, no wrinkles. And it would look like that. 2 might be good, 3 might be good. If you have blocks, which I'm going to show you with the bolster, I like to slide the block under the head to give it a little bit of a height. That's how I like to do it. You could, I'll show you a trick with the blankets. You could do something more like this. That's how I probably would do it. If you have an extra blanket that you like to have between the legs, some people like that. So slide your hip kind of up to the edge of your bolster or your blanket pile. Take a big inhale. Hold your breath while you twist your ribs towards the bolster. And then exhale, start to walk yourself over. So I'm going to turn my head toward my knees. Since this is more restorative, I don't want to add extra twist. But if it feels good for you to twist and turn your head the opposite way, that is an option. And if you get here and you're like, feel like you need more, like a little pillow, just make sure you get really comfy cozy. And we'll be here for about 3 minutes, so settle in. Close your eyes if you like, or just really let your gaze be soft and relaxed. As you exhale, see if you can just settle a little bit more. Unhinge your jaw. Let's come back to the metta phrases, the loving kindness. May I be happy and peaceful. May I be healthy and strong. May I be safe and protected. May I be loved. May I live with ease. Just come back to your breath. Nice full inhale. And you'll exhale, just very slowly push your hands into the ground, help you come back to center. Take a second to feel the body, right and left sides of the body. Just turn your body, get ready for the other side. I'm going to move this way. So again, you can have this staggered blanket under the knees. You can have stacked legs. I don't think I said that last time. So big inhale, we'll grow nice and tall. Hold your inhale as you twist, and then exhale, kind of walk yourself forward. And then nice big breath here. Just try to settle on your exhale. Make sure you're really cozy, and it's fine to have it a little bit different on this side if your body needs it. Maybe this side it does need a blanket. So long exhales. Notice if you are holding tension anywhere in the body, and just see if you can soften or breathe into that space. And even if your body's not quite ready to soften there, that's okay too. Really giving yourself the loving support, the love and kindness that your body deserves. So if it's not comfortable, be okay with change. May I be happy and peaceful. May I be healthy and strong. May I be safe and protected. May I be loved. May I live with ease. Nice big breath in. Long breath out. Use your hands to slowly press yourself to seated. Let your head be heavy. Just once again, checking in a neutral spine. Sit tall. We'll do one more restorative pose before we do Shavasana. So it's child's pose, and you can just leave your setup just the way it is. Take your knees pretty wide. I like to snuggle the bolster like really close to me. Some of you might like to slide a blanket kind of between your legs here. You might like that. And then just kind of laying over. So again, I like to have the little bit of height with the block. I'm even going to go higher on the floor. So turn your head one direction, and in about a minute and a half, I'll tell you to turn your head the other way. So check in with your belly as you breathe. Press your belly into the bolster. Feel how the whole pelvis has a little bit of movement as you breathe. The whole back body expands. Lots of your breath capacity is in the back side of the body. So just remembering to breathe all the way through the whole back side. Relax your face. Slowly turn your head when you feel ready. Relax your fingers. May I be happy and peaceful. May I be healthy and strong. May I be safe and protected. May I be loved and live with ease. And let your belly be soft as you breathe. Take a big inhale. And press into the floor. Help yourself come upright. We'll go right into Shavasana from here. So since you have all your props, why not use them? So if you have a bolster, that can go under your knees, or you can roll your blanket up and have that be under your knees. Wrapping a blanket around your feet can be kind of cozy. It's like kind of contained. And then lately, I really enjoy like the weight of a blanket over my body. So I like to do it this way. You can also do another one across the pelvis and the belly. So getting nice and cozy and really feeling like protected and supported. If you have an eye pillow, feel good to you. So soft belly breath. Notice if you are someone who tends to hold in your belly. I do. So really expanding, let the belly be soft as you breathe. Relax your face. The bones can settle just a little more. Relax fingers and toes. Unhinge your jaw and soften your tongue. And letting go into stillness. Resting in Shavasana. Breathe into the belly, the lungs, and the heart. Gently bring movement as you exhale to the fingers and toes. Edge, reach your arms overhead. Roll to your side and stay there for at least 1 or 2 breath cycles. And come to seated as you're ready, sitting tall. And bring one hand to your heart, one hand to your belly. Let's take a moment to honor your efforts for showing up today. It's not always easy, but so valuable. So really acknowledge and thank yourself. May you be happy and peaceful. May you be healthy and strong. May you be safe and protected. May you be loved and live with ease. Bring your hands together in front of your heart. May all beings benefit from your yoga practice. And thank you for coming.